Hi there. Hi, Tasha. How are you? Hi, Brandy. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. We're just going to wait a little bit and let people kind of get in here. But thank you guys so much for joining me. How are you guys feeling tonight? All right, we got people coming in. Hi, Serena. How are you? Good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I was going to film a video, but I felt like I should go live because I know how challenging this energy has been. Yeah, I can just tell by the readings that I'm doing that things are shifting and changing, lots of tower moments. Hi, Julie. You're welcome. So we're just going to wait like another minute or two and just kind of let people come in. Hi, Nate. How are you? So nice to see you here. Oh, awesome. Awesome, 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 guys. So excited that you guys are all here. How are you guys feeling right now with December, with all the shifts that are going on? What are you guys thinking? What are you guys feeling? Feeling a bit down? Yeah, mixed emotions. Feel like change is going to happen. Hey, Anna. If you need a reading, just let me know. So emotional. Yeah. Hi, Deb. Awesome. Overwhelmed. Ready for change. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tired and emotional. Yeah. It's been challenging. It's been super challenging, and I'm not immune. I'm not safe from the energy. Tired, unmotivated, crying. Yeah. Yeah. For me, if I had to pick like one saying, I would say mixed emotions right now. Mixed emotions. One second, I'm like, okay, I'm really good. Next second, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. Awesome. All right, guys. So, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Like I said, I was going to record this reading, but I decided to come on live because I knew that, if I've been feeling this way the past couple of days, that you guys also have been feeling this way. So, thank you guys so much. If you are new here and you don't know who I am, my name is Bri, and I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me. Please make sure that you are subscribed and that you are have me on Instagram so you know when I go live because I always put a little Insta story to let you guys know. I also did want to say that I do apologize that I have been getting the mid readings out so slowly, but honestly, you guys, the energy has been so crazy and I only do readings when I feel good. I don't do readings when I feel bad because I would never want to project that energy onto you guys. So thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for your support, all of you who have purchased extended readings. I seriously appreciate that. And, I think tonight we're going to get some things clarified, and hopefully you guys all leave here tonight feeling better. And, at the end, if you guys are willing to stick around, I will pull some oracle cards for people who are still here. All right. So, let's go ahead and get started. Normally, I start with the life reading, but tonight I'm going to start with the love reading because I feel like that's where a lot of people are needing the most guidance right now. So I'm just going to set a quick intention and then we're going to go ahead and start. So I asked this evening for the most important messages for everyone on this live stream tonight. Please give us clarifying and guiding messages. Please allow these messages to flow through me and to be given to everyone watching this. Please give everyone, healing and clarity tonight as everyone is feeling very emotional and overwhelmed. I know that there's a message here for everyone tonight, and please allow those messages to flow through me. Okay. So it is, guys. So let's go ahead and start. All right. So most important messages for everyone tonight on this live stream. What does everyone need to know? Feels so heavy, okay? We just had the Tower come out, okay? So I think that this card definitely sums up what's going on right now. A lot of structures are falling down, you know, things or pathways or mindsets or beliefs that you had, you know, maybe at the beginning of December, you may not even have that, or you may see a whole new path opening, you know, and this doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. For some of you guys, this is very positive, okay? Bad structures have fallen away, but, you know, some structures that we wanted in our life also are falling away as well. So there is major, major change energy, all right? Just going to shuffle a couple more times, and then we will cut the cards. Most important messages. All right, guys. So your overall energy, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, how you are thinking about your person, we have the Nine of Pentacles. How you feel about the connection, we have the Three of Swords. Okay, or how you feel about them, rather, we have the Three of Swords. How you feel about the connection, we have the Empress. And the challenge right now is the Five of Swords. For them, their overall energy, we have the Six of Swords. How they are thinking about you, we have the Two of Wands. How they feel about you, we have the Four of Cups. How they feel about the connection, we have the Two of Cups. Their challenge right now is the Hermit. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. So right now, anything that you want to happen, anything that they want to happen is possible. Like, even though this energy right now is very heavy and it's very emotional and it's very overwhelming, you all possess the ability. So overwhelming because you know that you can really take this in any direction that you want to go. And right now, the hard part is just deciding, what direction do I want to go in? You know, because a lot of you, when it comes to this person, you maybe haven't talked to them in a while. Maybe you don't know where they stand. Maybe you don't know if you're wasting your time or if there's something better for you. Or some of you do know that there is something better for you. But I feel like right now, the hard part is this Devil card here, is that you feel very drawn and attached to this connection. Like, even when you try to stop thinking about it, even when you try to resist it, even when you try to consciously not focus on it, it's like it comes back around. It's like it comes right back around. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn person, okay? But that's the big thing right now. And the question that everyone's asking is, do I need to walk away? Do I need to walk away? Do I need to turn my back on this connection? Is this healthy for me? Is this good for me? I know that I can manifest anything I want, but do I want to manifest this? Or do I need to turn away right now and focus on other things? That's the big question right now, okay? Now, with that being said, your overall energy, we have the Four of Pentacles. So right now, you're likely staying very close to yourself, okay? You're likely staying very close to yourself, keeping your emotions to yourself, not really sharing what's going on the inside because you're trying to figure it all out. You know, Right now, you may not feel like you're living your best life, you may not feel super duper passionate about everything and what you're doing. And it's because, you're just trying to figure this out. You don't want to act one way and then the next second you're acting another way. Now, for them, they have the 6 of swords. Okay, so I feel like they have completed a very big cycle in their life. Like, just as much as you've been going through a lot this year, so have they. And I feel like they've kind of completed something that meant a lot to them. For some of you, I feel like they may have completed, like some of them may have recently completed school. Okay, that's for someone out there specifically. Someone may have like recently graduated from school or just finished a semester of school. For some of you, this person may have recently gotten like a really big promotion at work. Some of them may have, I feel like, left behind some darker, more challenging energies, or they have opportunities coming up for them in 2019 that they're really excited about. I feel like this person has accomplished something and they're ready to move into a time in their life that's just more peaceful. This year has been insane. This year has been so crazy for everyone, and this person included. Okay. The same way that you're feeling emotional and overwhelmed and not sure what to do, they feel the same exact thing. Okay. And right now, how they're thinking about you, 2 of Wands, they're trying to figure out, where is this ship going? Where is this ship going? Where or how does this connection fit into my life? What direction do I want to take this? And that's the big question for everyone. Because I feel like whatever opportunity this is or whatever success they've had, this may have been, the forefront of their mind. Like they may have been really focused on school or work or some other situation. And now this situation it's being alleviated. It's not so much of a burden on their mind. It's not so much of so much importance to them. Or maybe they've got like a break, like they're on like holiday break, Christmas break, and now they've got more time to think. So now they can dedicate more time to think about this connection and kind of figure out, like, where is this connection going? And for you, you have the 9 of Pentacles. So I love this. For you, I feel like no matter what happens, whether this pans out with them, whether it doesn't, you've got you. Okay. You have developed a strong independence this year. Like, yourself better than ever. You've got yourself better than ever. I feel like the one thing that you have learned, likely from this connection, is that you can't depend on this person for your stability. And furthermore, you can't depend on anyone for your stability. I feel like a lot of you have likely grown in the pentacle sense, like physically, like maybe your career has taken off. Maybe you've developed a lot of stability for yourself. Maybe you've moved out on your own. Like maybe you've done something really big this year that's made you more secure. But for a lot of you, I feel like it's just that you're just handling yourself in a whole different way. And when you first met this person or first started dating this person or whatever it was, you may have not been like that. You may have really looked to them for a lot. Like looked to them for emotional security, or looked to them possibly for financial security for someone out there, or, looked for them to kind of complete you in a way. Like something was missing in your life and you wanted them to completely. And now you're just like, I've got myself. Like I'm taking care of myself. I love myself. I have my own back. Or you realize that the universe has your back, or God has your back. Like you just realize that your stability does not come from this person. And that's why you have this 4 of Pentacles here, because you know that you've got your own goods. You've got your own goods on the inside. And you're not willing to share them with anyone who doesn't value you, who doesn't really, really care about you. And that might be in question with this person. Now, the way that they're feeling, the way that you are feeling about each other is very interesting, okay? They have the 4 of Cups. So, I feel like for a lot of you, even though you have this 3 of Swords here and how you feel about them, you may be very upset by the situation with them. You may be very upset by the way things have gone with them this year. They may have done something that actually did disappoint you, or they may have really hurt you or really broke your heart. They may have done something very, very painful to you. But I feel like even with that said, like you would still give them a chance. Like you would still want to walk down this road towards something with them, which they do have the 2 of Cups and how they feel about the connection. And we'll get to that in a second. Like, I feel like you're still open to this 2 of Cups. But I feel like with them, it's like they're not seeing what's right in front of them. It's like they don't see that. Like, they don't realize that for some reason. Like, they're looking at these other 3 cups over here, which may or may not be things that serve them. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on with them is they're in this strange in-between place where they're trying to figure out, like, what am I bringing into 2019 with me? Like, what do I really want around? They may be looking at past situations here. And the universe may be here, like, here's this new situation. And they're like, I don't know if I want to do that right now. Okay. They may still, if they did like do something that hurt your feelings, they may still be kind of like down about that or sad about that or kind of regretting what they did and kind of still looking in the past about that. Or they might just kind of feel like where you guys are at is like such a difficult place and they're not sure how you're going to get out of it. Okay, so on both sides right now, there are very intense feelings. There are very, very, very intense feelings. Okay. Now, how you feel about the connection. Where you are standing at right now, where you are at, you have the Empress. So you are not going to put yourself in a position where you are chasing after someone. Like that is done. Like you're not doing that anymore. Like you may have done that in the past, but you're in a very receptive place. Like you know your worth. You have a master stability here. Okay? Like you realize now like you don't need to chase anyone. People should be pursuing you. Okay? That's the first thing. Like you realize that. Okay? Very, very receptive at the moment. That's why I said with this 3 of Swords here, like even though they may have like broke your heart, they may have like disappointed you in some way, like you're not pushing them away. You're still being very unconditional. You're still able to give them like the nurturing and the love and the care because that's the type of person you are. You're strong, but you're also secure and feminine. So it's like you have the best of both worlds. And I feel like that is drawing this person to you. I feel like they do want to have a connection with you. They do want to be with you. Okay. But, and the challenge here, you have the 5 of Swords and they have the Hermit. So you've got some conflict with them. Okay. Like you may be able to forgive them for whatever this 3 of Swords is. Okay. But there's still some things that need to be worked out. Like there are some things that you're not okay with. There are behaviors that they engage in that you're not okay with, that you need to talk to them about. Like you're not just going to accept all of their behavior. But again, you're doing it in a very feminine way, in a very Empress way, carrying yourself very strong. Okay, not pushing them away and being very like, oh, like you. It's just like, I feel like this, and this is what works for me, and this is what's best for me. And for them, they have the Hermit. Okay, so I feel very strongly for them. You know, they're still trying to figure out where they're at. There's so much change going on with them. There are so many possibilities going on with them. There's so much that they have to think about, and they kind of need to do this on their own. Like, I think one thing that you've learned is that you can't save anyone. And what you being in your Empress energy right now, you're not looking to save anyone. Like, you're powerfully in your energy and you have plenty that you can focus on right now. Okay. So it's like you're not willing to sit around and wait for them while they sit in this hermit mode because, quite honestly, a lot of them maybe have been in this mode for a long time. And you're not willing to just sit around while they're in it because who knows? The good thing about this hermit energy is that they are here for clarity. They are in this energy for clarity. They're not here because they're trying to avoid their problems. They're here trying to figure out, okay, what do I want to do? And not just with you. I feel like this is in their whole life. Okay? This is in their whole life. So, let's pull the action and the outcome here. Let's see how this cycle all pans out, and then we'll go back and we'll pull some clarifiers. All right, so next steps here and the outcome. All right, guys, so the action for you, we have the Ace of Wands. And the outcome for you, we have the Eight of Wands. Now, for them, the action, we have the Tower. And the outcome, we have the Eight of Swords. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we now have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so, whatever way this works out for you, whatever way this works out, there is going to be a new emotional beginning here. Okay. And that's going to mean something different for everyone. But I feel like the way that you are emotionally approaching this situation is going to be changing. For some of you, you guys may be able to kind of reconcile and reconnect and have a reset and start over. Okay. And start working towards, building the relationship and the partnership that you both want. Because that definitely is how they feel. Okay? That definitely is how they feel. For some of you, that is going to happen. For some of you, you're just going to be realizing like how much emotionally you can give. For some of you, you've been giving way too much emotionally and they haven't been matching you and they may not be able to match you. So you're just going to kind of be pulling back your energy. Some of you, maybe the complete opposite. You maybe haven't been giving, as much energy. Maybe you've been scared and maybe that's going to be changing. Maybe you're going to be opening up, but there is going to be a new emotion beginning and it is going to require a lot of strength. It is going to require a lot of strength. I feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be an emotion that you haven't really engaged in for a long time or right now. But I feel like with the strength card, it's asking you to have faith. Like whatever path that you are put on, it's asking you to have faith that that path is going to work out for you. And underneath this, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you, this is going to be like a physical. This is going to be physical. Like something physically is going to be changing, not just emotionally. Okay, so it looks really good. Now let's get into the action and the outcome. So for you, we have the Ace of Wands. So we have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles here. So it's new stuff all the way around. Just new. For you, the big thing is that moving forward from this point on, you're not going to do things that you don't want to do. Like that's the biggest thing here. Like 2019, you're really going to be living a life that is more authentic to you, where you're going to be loving everything that you're doing. And because you've likely placed a lot of boundaries for yourself and you have higher expectations for yourself and higher expectations for the people around you, you're going to be doing nothing but the things that you love. Okay, so I do feel like there is going to be just new passionate beginnings all the way around. Okay, for some of you, this is going to be in this connection. You're going to be, like I said, coming at it from a different perspective, one that really works for you. Now, for them, they have the Tower. So I feel like their time in this hermit phase gives them a lot of realizations, a lot of realizations. And I think they realize that going forward, their life is really never going to be the same. I feel like this year they really have been fighting a lot of battles. They've been fighting their demons. For some of you, this person has, been fighting addiction. For some of you, this person has been, overcoming a past relationship, or they've been healing from a divorce, or they've been healing from something traumatic that's happened in their life. And I feel like in December, they kind of have had the time to really, think about what this all really means. What this all really means. So interesting here, you have the Eight of Wands and they have the Eight of Swords. So I do feel that there is going to be some communication here. Okay, there is going to be some communication. It's on your side. It might be initiated by you. You might be initiating that communication. They have the Eight of Swords. So I feel like when it comes to communicating with you, they're not really going to know like what to say. They're going to be so in their head. And I feel like it's them trying to formulate the right response. Like, especially if you guys haven't talked in a long time, like, they're going to want to make sure that they say the right thing. If you've been really mad at them, if they know that they've broken your heart, if they know that they've hurt you, they're going to be trying to be especially careful that they don't do that again. Okay. I feel like with them, I just feel like they're trying to be a better person. We've all this year done a lot of growing. We've all really woken up, this person included. Okay. And, I feel like they're kind of a little bit more aware of what they're saying and more aware of how their actions affect people. And I think that that is really starting to, they're really starting to take note of that. And I don't think it's just with you. I feel like it's like everyone in their life. Okay. Especially like the people who they deal with on a daily basis. So let's pull some clarifiers here. Let's get some more info. All right, let's go back and let's clarify the Six of Swords for them. Page of Cups. Yeah, like new emotional beginnings. They're moving away from whatever negativity and toxicity and challenges that they've been having all year. They're moving away from that and they're adopting a new way of going about things. And I feel like they're very excited about this new beginning. Like, I feel like they have a childlike excitement for what's to come in this next year. And I think with them being a little bit more emotionally aware, I feel like they're excited for what that can bring, what new opportunities can come to them. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles for you. Five of Cups. So yeah, there's been a lot of disappointment. I feel like you really emotionally trusted this person. You've really emotionally trusted a lot of people. Okay, you really have. I feel like this year, one of the most heartbreaking things is that people that you've cared about and people who you would do anything for, you've kind of realized like where you really stand with them, or you've realized like what things in your life you have to let go of. So that's what a lot of the overwhelming like grief is, coming into the realization of what your life really is and who's really there for you. And I feel for a lot of you, this person let you down this year. And because of that, you're staying more to yourself. You're not opening up as easily as you did. You're cautiously going about. You may have been very naive and you may have just been very trusting because that's the type of person that you are. And I think you're kind of having to pull that back. Okay. All right. Let's clarify the Two of Wands for them. Ten of Pentacles. So you've got the Nine of Pentacles and they have the 10 of Pentacles. And this is how you think about each other. They know that you are the real deal. Like you've got yourself. They know that. You may have always been a very like independent person, a very attractive and successful person. Okay, but I feel like it's like even more now because now you've got that emotional piece behind you. I feel like they see you as the full package. They see like there's a lot of abundance with you. And quite frankly, with a lot of them, I know this might be crazy to hear you guys, but for a lot of these people, they don't feel worthy enough to be with you. A lot of these people down here, they do deal with a lot of self-worth issues. They do deal with a lot of can I be a provider? Can I give this person what they need? Like, can I succeed at this? Okay. They know that they could have everything with you. Like, they're very well aware of that. Okay. And that's why they're trying to figure out, like, what are the next steps? Where can this go? Like, how can this actually come to fruition? How can this happen? And with them having the Four of Cups here, some of them are not sure, they're not sure. Okay. There might be an opportunity, there might be a path that's open for them, but they might be doubting it. They might have fears and insecurities about that because it's going to bring about a lot of change for them. And quite frankly, a lot of them are very comfortable with where they're at. They're very comfortable with the situations that they're in. So let's clarify the Four of Cups here. Three of Pentacles. So yeah, like I said, for a lot of them, there is a path that, I thought that was almost on the floor. There is a path that is available to them. They're trying to figure out, how can I get what I want? But like I said, for a lot of them, the path that it's going to take is not the path they wanted to go on. Or they're still grieving about the past, or they may have had a plan and a vision for their life and that didn't pan out. And one of the hardest lessons for them this year is learning that you're not in control. You're not in control. That things are going to happen in your life by chance, by fate, by luck, by destiny. And it doesn't matter how hard or how much effort you put in, some things are just going to happen. Okay. Lots of mirroring here, like lots of mirroring. So let's pull for the Three of Swords for you. The World. Yeah. Like I said, it's like you're willing to move forward with them, but you're also willing to move forward without them. Like, I feel like regardless of what happens, you know that there's a new path opening up for you. You know that there is major change coming to you. And it'll break your heart to have to move forward without them, but you know that you'll be stronger for it. You know that, like I said, your stability does not lie with this person. You would love to move forward with them. You would love to do it. But you also know that you have a new way of going about things now. And if this person isn't on board with that, then again, it'll hurt, but you know that you've got to move forward. You know that there's a chapter ending in your life. You know there's a brand new one beginning. Let's clarify the Two of Cups for them. Okay, that one just flipped right out. Three of Wands. Okay, Three of Wands. They are envisioning the future. They are trying to envision the future. That's why they're in this hermit mode. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure it out. Okay? They see a future with you. Definitely. It's just, is this realistic? How can I make it come to pass? For some of you, you may be in very complicated situations. Like one of you may live in another state, or, one of you may live in another country. One of you may have a job that takes you places, or a job that you're just really into, or they have a job that they're really into, or they have kids, or they're married or divorced or whatever. Like a lot of you have very complicated situations. And I feel like this person is needing to have faith in the universe, knowing that everything will work out, that they don't have to have the plans all figured out. I feel like that's their whole thing right now. They're trying to plan everything out. They're trying to figure out how this can happen. They're being a little bit too rational and logical and practical, which is great because that's probably where their strong suit is, but they're not seeing the possibilities. Okay. Let's clarify the Five of Swords for you. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like for you, another thing that might be challenging you as well is with your stability, okay? For some of you, I feel like, typically you are a very generous person. You have a lot to give. You have a lot of love to give. But like, you're not sure if you should give it to this person just because of past events. Like you're kind of a little like hesitant. Like you're trying to keep your heart open to love, right? And with this Empress card, you're trying to be very receptive here. You're trying to be very receptive. But again, because of past events, because of past heartbreak, you're like not sure how much you should give. You're not sure. You don't want to be played. Okay? You don't want to be played. You've acquired a lot of stability. You've acquired a lot of abundance. Okay? And it's like, you don't want to lose it for this person, and you don't want to give it away to this person if they're not the right person, or if they don't deserve it, or if they're not on the same page as you. Okay. Let's clarify the Hermit for them. Yep, Seven of Pentacles. They're really trying to figure things out. A lot of you may not have heard from this person in a while, or you may not be talking to them, or the communication may be very weak because they don't know what to do. They just don't know. They have not figured it out. They're trying to figure it out. Excuse me. This person, I feel like they don't want to make the wrong choice. And that could be holding them back. That could be holding them back as they're so afraid of making the wrong choice that they just don't make a choice at all, and they may lose an opportunity. Okay, or they may wait too long. You may make your mind up about something else and they lose their chance, So it's you want them to, you know, be genuine and be secure in their choice, but it's like, all right, don't wait too long now. Don't wait too long. Things are moving for you. Things are moving. And then you have the Ace of Wands here. Let's clarify that. Seven of Wands. Like, you've got things to do. Like I said earlier, it's like you don't have time to wait around for this person. Like, you have your own challenges that you're facing in your own life. You have your own path that you're dealing with. Like, they're not the only thing, and they're not the priority. And there may be a lot of things that you need to get in order for you to have a new start and a fresh beginning in your life. So I feel like that's kind of where you're kind of turning your energy towards, is on what you have to do and the challenges and the adversities that you have to overcome. Let's clarify the Tower for them. The Magician. So yeah, they're going to have to take action. I feel like they've kind of worked themselves into a position where there's really no turning back. Okay? Like, there's no stopping what's going to happen. There's no stopping it. And that's why they've got this Eight of Swords here, because they're like, oh my goodness. Like, here it is. Like, sometimes if you don't make a move, the universe will make a move for you. And I say it's always better to make the move yourself than to wait for the universe to push you into something. And I feel like this person has been very stagnant, very undecided, not taking action. And it's like they're kind of being forced to take an action. But here's the thing. They're ready. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, they're ready to take action. They have everything they need. Like I said, a lot of these people have been dealing with self-worth issues, anxiety issues, depression issues, and like not knowing the power that they actually truly possess, not knowing that they are amazing manifestors. Just not tapping into that side of themselves. And I feel like they get themselves into a situation and into a point where they're going to have to manifest something very quickly. And that is very anxiety producing for them. Let's clarify this Eight of Swords here. The Chariot. Yep. They are moving forward. It's like they have no choice. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. They are having to do something new. A lot of them, they are going to be starting a new job, or they're starting a new business. They're going into business for themselves, or they're moving somewhere, or they're having to get their own place. Like, there is something that they are having to do, and they may not be necessarily mentally ready for it, or they may be so anxious about it. But again, this feels like they're being forced into something. Like, something has happened. Something has changed. Something has changed. Some structure has come down. Some of them may have, lost a job, or lost a living situation, or lost someone very important in their life. Not necessarily like someone passing, but like, some structure in their life has come down, and they've got no other choice but to go. They've got no other choice. But it does come with, anxiety. But it's self-induced. It's self-induced. All their fear is in their head. All their fear is in their head. And if this has to do with like moving forward with you, all their fear is in their head. Like, if they're worried about, am I enough for them? Can I provide for them? Can I make them happy? Like, these are all things that are in their head. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands for you. Three of Cups. So I feel like where you're at is that, you know, you've gotten yourself to a point where you're like, okay, if this happens with this person, it happens, you know. If not, it doesn't. Or if this person isn't ready to be with you, again, with this Empress card here, you're not waiting. You're not waiting. You're receptive to all love. Like anything that comes to you, you're receptive to. So if someone comes along and they are where you're at, because for a lot of you, this person is not where you're at. For some of you, they are. For some of you, this person is where you're at. But for some of you, you know this person isn't. They're not your equal. And if someone does come forward and they am your equal, you're not going to push them away because the Empress doesn't push people away. Okay? She's receptive, and that's where you're at. You're receptive. Your heart is open. For some of you, you know, you're just open, more open to life. You're more open to celebrating. You're more open to just kind of like let loose and let more life happen around you. Like you might be connecting more with friends or connecting more with family. Like your communication is opening up. Like if you've been in a hermit mode this year, you're just kind of opening up. Okay. So let's pull a connecting energy between the two of you and the outcome. And then I'm going to pop into the chat and see what's going on. And then we'll pull some oracle cards. Okay. So connecting energy between the two of you. The Devil. The Devil. So this was at the bottom of the deck at the beginning of the reading. You're both very, very, very connected to each other right now. Like this is you and this is them. You're very bound. Like this isn't over. Like no matter where you're at, like some of you are in different situations right now, but wherever you're at, this isn't over. There's still some things that the two of you need to work out and work through together. Okay, so how crazy that the Devil card is the binding energy between the two of you. So you can rest assured that if you're thinking about this person and you're back and forth and you're really emotional about this, so are they. It's on both sides. Okay, it's on both sides. So that'll be interesting to see going forward, kind of what they come out of, you know, out of this Hermit Seven of Pentacles stage, what happens, this Tower moment and this Chariot, where they move to. That's going to be very interesting to see. All right, so I'm going to jump back into the chat. A lot has happened since I started, so I'm going to try and go through and just pull out some important stuff. All right, yeah, so everyone's just super emotional. Some of you are dealing with a Virgo. Yeah, I definitely feel some Virgo energy here. Tasha says, I can't stop thinking about him. I pray to God to stop me, take control of my mind. I keep dreaming of him, and this is not healthy at all. This is not me. I'm usually a very strong person. Yep. Devil card. Devil card. That's it. They feel the same way. Serena's manifesting change and love. That's beautiful. Deb wants to know, is there going to be a reconnection? I definitely feel that with this 8 of Wands here and the Chariot on their side. They're going to be moving out of whatever energy there is. There is some communication opening up, and then you have this Devil card connecting you. You know, I think at one time or another, there definitely is. Serena's got a new job, beautiful, and self-love. Tasha says, I wonder if he's thinking about me at all. He had always said he was born to be single and wants to be single, but I think God has a different plan for him, is trying so hard not to comply. Yep, definitely. I used to be the same way. I used to say, I think, you know, I don't think I'm meant to be with anyone, but, you know, I have now surrendered that and realized that's not really, in my control if that's what my soul needs, you know. But I did avoid that for a long time. So yeah, he could definitely be going through a shift right now. Thank you, Anna, for your beautiful compliment. I appreciate that. Naki says I moved on from him for about 2 weeks. Next thing you know, I had 3 nights of dreaming of him. He is a Capricorn. I'm a Scorpio. A lot of you guys are dealing Capricorn or dealing with Capricorns. Hi, John. Ah, so happy you're here. He wants to know what's the relay? Does it look like a train wreck? Wonder if it will resonate. This one's pretty good. Sonia's here. I am Smithberry. Thank you guys so much for all being here. Okay, awesome. All right, there's so many comments. I want to go through all of them. At the end of this, I'm going to go back through and read them, but let's go ahead and let's pull some oracle cards. Okay, so I'm going to pick all of this up. I love these cards, but they're very difficult for me to pick up. I have to like slide them around. All right, so let's pull some oracle messages, okay? All right, so most important message for everyone on this live stream right now. What does everyone here need to know? Okay, message that comes out is worth waiting for. The card for them. Let your friends help you. Very interesting. And then the card for the connection. It is safe for you to love. Okay, so let's talk about it. Bottom of the deck, we have true love. Okay? So this definitely is a romance of a lifetime. Okay, so for you, we have worth waiting for. Okay, so divine timing is so big right now, you guys. I can't even explain to you how big it is right now. There are things that you need to learn, and there are things that you need to experience, and there are things that you need to heal before you can really be the person who you need to be for this person. Okay, and vice versa. There are things that they need to heal and things that they need to learn and ways that they need to grow so they can be the person who they need to be for you. And for a lot of you, especially if you guys resonated with my Scorpio video, they like flat out know that they're not who they need to be. And like we saw in the spread, like they don't know what they want. So how can they be in partnership with you? Or if you're a feminine energy and they're a masculine, how can they lead you or come to you if they don't really know what they want to do, you know? And for some of you, like the time frame that this is you're going to be waiting for is it's indefinite. You don't know. You don't. And that's why, like, whatever life brings you, be receptive to it. It doesn't mean that, you know, if you meet someone else or you get really busy, caught up in a project or something, doesn't mean that you're going to lose an opportunity to be with this person, or doesn't mean that, you know, you're going to be with that person or with that situation forever. There just may be a very, very, very important lesson there that you need to learn. There's something that your soul needs to go through before you can really be the person who you need to be. Some of you, you know, have plenty to work on. You know, some of you likely are in school right now and are working through that. Some of you guys do have a business. Some of you guys need to get out of the situations that you're in. Some of you guys are challenged with debt. You know, there are a lot of things that you can do during this time. Okay. So that's the big message for you is the less you can kind of focus on like when this is going to happen, when this is going to happen, and more of what do I need to do? Like if you're not with that person, that means that you're not in alignment, right? Because if you're in position and they're in position, then you guys would be together, you know? And it doesn't really matter who's more evolved or who's awakened or who has more work to do. You'll always be working. Like the work never stops, you know? Um, and even if you are in a good position, learning how to maintain that, learning how to be happy in that energy, and trusting that the universe is going to bring you together when it is the right time for both of you. Because honestly, for a lot of you, if things were to go on with this person right now, it would be ruined again in another solid right now. Why not just perfect yourself right now so that you never have to go through that again with this person, especially if this is someone who you see yourself with for the rest of your life? Okay. Now, for them, their message is let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So I feel like this person is someone who may be very prideful, someone who may think they know it all or they have it all figured out, or, you know, they're just not someone that's going to ask for help, or maybe they're embarrassed. Like I said, some of these people have been dealing with some very challenging issues this year. Okay, some of these people do deal with addictions, and these don't have to be like hardcore addictions. Okay, but some of these people, you know, don't focus on their problems or don't talk to anyone about their problems. Maybe they don't have an outlet like this. You know, maybe they don't listen to readings on YouTube, or, you know, they're not connected to anyone, or there's no one that understands, or they perceive that no one understands. But I feel like there probably is someone around them who is willing to and ready to listen to them if they did open up. Okay. There might be someone around them who is more experienced, or someone who does have the life that they want to have, and they just need to kind of like humbly submit themselves to that person and, you know, just ask for help. I think one thing this person's going to realize is that they can't do it all on their own. And they might be that type of person. Like this may be a very strong person, but we all need help. You know, we all need help. We can't do this by ourselves. Okay, even if we think we can. So this person may just be really stubborn or just really prideful. Okay. Now, the energy for both of you, the energy for the connection is it's safe for you to love. You know, I feel like on both sides of the connection, you've both been hurt. You know, maybe you've been hurt by each other. Maybe you've been hurt by past lovers. Okay. Maybe they're dealing with hurts from childhood or some type of trauma that has, you know, shaken their confidence in love, in people, and they don't have trust. And that's a big thing. You know, if you don't trust this person, or you don't trust people in general, or your heart's closed off, you're never going to find love with anyone. That's an inside job. You know, opening your heart and trusting people is an inside job, and no one's going to be able to unlock that in you. You know, so right now it's really about, like it says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. You know, you have to be open to it. You can't be afraid. You can't be scared. You can't be holding grudges. You can't, you know, none of that. You both have to calm down. You know, you both just have to calm down and trust and sit in that energy. And that's the hardest thing, is you can probably open your heart for a little bit and then you close it back off. It's really hard to stay open all the time. And that's what I feel like is like the big challenge for both of you. And you may be kind of back and forth right now. You know, one second you're like, okay, I can do this. I'm ready for this. I accept them. I forgive them. And the next second you're like, oh, I don't know. This isn't good. This isn't right. They're not the right one. They're going to hurt me. You may be going back and forth, and they're doing the same exact thing. Okay. So it's about knowing like you are safe to love. Okay. And it may not be to this person right now, like we talked about with the worth waiting for, but there may be someone out there who's going to help you to open your heart. Okay, someone that's going to be like a test run for you to help you test that it is safe. All right. All right, so let's pull a message from them to you. Message from them to you. What they would want you to know. Engagement. Yeah, like seriously, you guys, some of you guys are going to be like, this is the person who you're going to have it all with. Like, trust that. I've had this come out in a couple readings, you know, the ending card being like marriage and things like that. Like, for a lot of you, this is the person. If you're willing to stick it out, if you're willing to wait it out. For a lot of you, like we saw in the spread, like they just need the time to kind of figure out what it is that they want. And for a lot of you, this person is going to realize that they want the whole 9 yards with you. Like that's going to be their tower moment is them realizing like, this is the person that I want to be with. That's what it's going to be. Like you likely are going to not necessarily get engaged, but your love life, your level of commitment is going to raise. Like if you guys are very casual right now, you may go from casual to exclusive or exclusive to committed. Or if you're committed right now, you'll go from committed to engaged. Like things are being taken to the next level, but there's a lot of internal things that they need to work out. So again, if you're willing to wait for them, and like we talked about, this waiting, it's indefinite. Some of them, it could be a couple weeks. Some of them, it could be a couple months. Some of you, it's going to be a couple years, depending on what they're dealing with, how quickly they deal with it, okay, how challenging it is for them, how they deal with things. Are they someone who very faces their problems head on, or are they someone who shies away from their problems? You know, that's going to be different. It's going to be different for everyone. But they do want this with you. They do. All right, let's pull a message from you to them. If there was anything that you wanted to tell them, what you want to tell their higher self. Unrequited love, okay? So like we saw in the first spread, you had the 3 of Swords for them, and you had the 5 of Swords. So it's like what they're doing right now, the way they're operating right now, you don't want anything to do with it. Like right now, they're likely engaging in behaviors that are not engagement material. Like if they were like, okay, let's take this to the next level right now, you'd be like, no, like we need to work things out. We need to talk about this. We need to, you know, talk about where this is going. Like you're not just there to, you're not just going to take them back right away. That's why they have let your friends help you, because there may be something that you can't or don't have the time to help them with. It's not about you saving this person. This person needs to save themselves. They need to figure things out themselves. Like if you're always assisting this person, you're always saving them, they will never learn how to pick themselves up. But there may be friends around them who can pick them up. There may be friends around them who can help them, who can be that support person, who do have the time and the energy to give to them. Okay, so I feel like in the current state they're in right now, especially if they are, you know, addicted to something, and again, not bad, if they're just like super, super, super like into work and really addicted to work, like you can't take them out of that. Like they need to figure that out, you know, or if they are dealing with something or they have a tendency to be anxious or to be depressed, like They can talk to their friends, or they can talk to a therapist, or they can talk to someone, about that, but it doesn't necessarily need to be you. Okay? Like, when they make a commitment to you, that'll be a different thing when you're committed. But if they haven't talked to you in months, or the communication has been weak, or you're not committed, you may not have, or you're not going to want to invest that type of time into them. Okay. So like, this is like a friendly, friendly message to them, saying like, get it together, like get yourself together, in the kindest, most possible way. Like, I don't accept your behavior right now. It's not respectful to me. It's not what I feel I deserve. I'm worth more. In the kindest, most respectful way possible. Okay. So the card for the connection I just came out is stay optimistic about your love life. Things may seem very, very bleak right now. Okay, but what you put energy into, or the energy that you put towards something, is what will manifest. So if you're pessimistic about your love life and you feel like nothing's ever going to work out and it's never going to happen, I'm going to be single forever and be alone forever, well, that's the type of energy that you're breeding. But if you stay optimistic about it, stay positive about it, and have faith, remember, worth waiting for, have faith, everything will work out in your favor. You will be repaid for your faithfulness. Okay, and again, just whatever comes to you, just be receptive to whatever that is. Okay, but don't count this person out just because things may not be the best, or things may not be the way you want them to be, or what things look like right now on the surface are not the best. There's likely a lot going on underneath the surface, okay? So we're going to pull one more message from them to you, one more message from you to them, and then one more for the connection, and then I'll open it up. Okay, so another message from, all right, we just had 3 cards come out. So these are 3 messages from them to you. The first one we have is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So they want you to, get out of your current situation. Like, you may be so entrenched in everything you have going on, work and bills. And for some of you, you have kids, and you just have so much going on that you need to kind of take a step back from all of it. They may sense that you're stressed out. They may sense that you're overwhelmed. So a really easy thing that you can do, that I do all the time, is turn your phone on Do Not Disturb. Turn it on Do Not Disturb. Or turn it off at night. Just go like digital free. Like, that's a really good way to disconnect. Or if you can, it's the holiday season. If some of you guys are able to have, holiday vacation, Christmas vacation, if you can literally take one day and just go and like go to a spa, like go get a massage, or rent a room in a hotel, just get out of your environment, just kind of get out of where you're currently at, the energy that you're always in, and just go experience a new energy. They want you to do this. They don't want you to feel the way that you feel. That doesn't make them happy. Like, they want you to be happy, but you have to take that into your own hands. Another card they have is codependency. So there may be things that you're depending on. Okay, you may be depending on certain things to bring you up and make you happy. Or you may have tendencies or addictions that you have as well, that you're dealing with as well. And they want you to look at that. They really do want the best for you. Like, they really do want the best for you. And then the last card they have is past life relationship. So they know that you're not just like some person. Like, they know that you guys have like some type of soul tie, some type of soul bond. Like they know it. They realize that this is so much more than what they ever expected. Like, when you guys first came together, they may have just thought, oh, whatever, this is just like person that I'm going to date or someone that I think is attractive. And they had no idea that you guys were going to have this type of like devil energy connection to each other. Okay. So they know. If you're wondering, like, do they know? Do they feel this? Do they feel as bonded to me as I feel to them? Yeah, they do. Okay. All right. So let's pull another message to them. Separation. Yeah, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So, like I said, for a lot of you, the behavior, the energy that they're engaging in is not positive. It's not good for you, and you know it. You know it. Okay. And you're not, for a lot of you, you try to push this person away, you can't. Like, you literally can't. But you also know that they need to get it together. And it might be them constantly feeling your energy that is preventing them from doing what they need to do, or them, you know, drawing towards you. Like, they may be just as bonded to this connection as you are, you know, so they may need a little bit of time to kind of get themselves together. Likely, this is what they're doing right now. And that Hermit Seven of Pentacles phase is just trying to get a little bit of detachment from the connection. The energy is so strong right now. It's so, so strong. So, you know, I feel like for a lot of you, you're just kind of needing to do your own thing. Like we saw, we had the Three of Cups at the end there. Like, you're just trying to feel your own energy. All right. Let's pull one more card. New love. All right. So for some of you, your love for this person is deepening. Okay. Their love for you is deepening. Like we said here with this past life relationship, like they realize that this isn't just some whatever connection. Like, they realize that this is the real deal. They realize that you are someone who they do want to engage with for the long term. So I feel like for some of you, this is like a deepening of the love and a deepening of the connection that you guys share. For some of you, depending on the situation, some of you might be moving on to new partners, just opening up your heart. Again, remember that Empress energy, keeping your heart open to whatever, you know, knowing that it's safe for you to love whatever type of love comes to you. This may be something that your soul needs to experience, or their soul needs to experience. Like, the path that you're going on, you may need a companion. You may not be able to do it themselves as well as them. They may not be able to do what they need to do themselves. For some of you, this new love is just new love for life, new love for yourself, new love for what you're doing. Like, maybe you have a new job and you love it. Maybe you move to a new place and you love it. All in all, there is lots of love coming towards both of you as you both open your hearts up, as you both are ready to receive this. You know, I just feel like 2019, you guys are both going to be blessed with so much good, so much good. Okay, even if you're not experiencing that love together, here's the thing. You guys all feel this bonded connection, right? You guys all feel this double energy towards each other. You both feel each other. So think about it. If you guys are really loving what you're doing, you're both going to feel that. You're both going to feel that you both are feeling loved. And that is going to draw you back to each other. A lot of what's deterring this person from you is that you're in a bad energy and they're in a bad energy. So as you start to feel this new love energy, that is going to bring this person towards you. Okay. All right. I'm going to go into the chat and just kind of see what's going on. You guys are so awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying tonight. I love this reading. Joey said, am I doing a general reading? Yeah, it's just a general reading. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys, would you guys like a personal spread, or do you guys want to just open it up to cards, to oracle cards? Up to you guys. I know a lot of you come on here for the love reading, so if you'd like a personal spread, I can do a quick one for everyone, or we can do cards. Aw, thanks, John. I love doing the live reads. I really, really do. Okay, so someone says personal spread, oracle cards. Open it, personal spread. Okay, we'll do personal spread really quick. We'll just do a quick one, like 10 minutes or so, and then I'll pull oracle cards for anyone who's still on, okay? All right, so with that being said, with the reading that we just had, which was really beautiful, really, really beautiful, okay? Let's focus in on what it is that you need to do, right? So if you're going to be doing this and you're going to be raising your energy, let's see what you need to focus on, okay? So most important messages for everyone here tonight. What do they need to know? Where do they need to focus their energy? What do they need to avoid? All right, guys, so overall energy, moving forward, Two of Cups, okay? In your head space, we have the Seven of Pentacles. In your heart space, we have the Hermit. In your goal, moving forward, we have the Four of Cups. Where to focus, we have the Three of Swords. The lesson here, we have the Nine of Cups. The action for you to take, we have the Temperance card. What to avoid, we have the Eight of Swords. How awesome is that? And the outcome of the cycle, 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh, love it. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. So the same overall energy that you had in the love spread, the Four of Pentacles, keeping things to yourself, same. Like you're still doing that. You're keeping things to yourself. You're not revealing things that you don't need to reveal. You don't need to tell everyone what you're doing or what you're going through, what you're feeling. You know, you may typically be a very open person, but I feel like now you're just kind of keeping things close to home. We have the Sun underneath this. Like this makes you very happy. Like keeping your energy for yourself makes you very happy. Overall energy, Two of Cups. Okay, so with everything that we've talked about, you know, this connection, love, and keeping your heart open is going to be at the forefront of your mind. You know, some of you may kind of always feel like you've got someone with you, right? Like when you're doing something, everywhere you're at, you kind of feel like there's someone with you. I feel like that feeling is going to persist and it's going to be even stronger, okay? But I do think also with the Seven of Pentacles being here, again, you're going to want to pull away. You're going to need time to think about all of this and think about what this means. And you have the Hermit in your heart space. You know, you're definitely just keeping this way to yourself. It's so personal now. And I feel like you're going to be, you know, focusing more on the internal, okay? Focusing more on what you feel on the inside or listening to what you feel on the inside. and just not be so focused on the outside. Like, for a lot of you, you may have really wanted this person that we've been talking about to like contact you, or you really want to see them. You really want to just have some type of communication with them, but you're kind of understanding like a lot of that is happening within, and that's just kind of the way where things are at right now. The goal here is not to push away the negative feelings. Like, I know a lot of you feel very heavy right now. There's a lot of like difficult energy, but the goal here is not to push that away, or don't ignore what the universe is giving you. Don't ignore the opportunities that are right in front of your face. Okay? Where to focus is on the 3 of Swords. So, yeah, like focus on what it is you feel. Focus on that pain. Like, this is where the growth happens. I know it doesn't feel good. I know you don't want to be here, but that's where the growth happens. That's where, if you got triggered by something or you got disappointed by something, pay attention to whatever that is. That's going to unlock a key for you of what you need to heal. Okay, so if you keep playing over a certain scenario that happened with you and this person, figure out why. Like, think about why. The challenge here, or the lesson here, is the 9 of Cups. Is understanding that the universe is fulfilling your wish even when it doesn't look like it, even when it doesn't feel like it. Okay, being happy even with these types of feelings. Okay, knowing that, truly and honestly, this is how you grow. This is how relationships strengthen. This is how bonds strengthen. Like, people always say, like, the times when they felt closest to someone, or the times when their relationship got deeper with someone, was when they went through something difficult. Okay, so, be happy for the rain. Be happy for the difficult times. They're just times of growth. The action here is the Temperance card. All right, is the Temperance card to do your healing. This is another card. This card is very similar to the Hermit. Some of you may be dealing with a Sagittarius as well. Very, very similar energy here. Listening within. Listening within. Okay, doing your healing. Knowing that things are getting better. That's where you're moving towards. What you need to avoid, what you don't need to worry about, what's going to hold you back is the 8 of Swords. Getting in your own head, thinking about things, getting really anxious about things, making up things in your head, letting the fear get to you. That's going to hold you back. That's going to block you. The outcome of all of this is the 10 of Cups. Wish fulfilled. You're going to realize that this is likely exactly what you asked for. If you ask the universe for your soulmate, for your forever person, this is what the experience is really like. This is what it's really all about. And I know it doesn't always feel good, but, life is like a roller coaster. There will be ups and downs, but it's those downs that make the ups feel 10 times better. Okay? All right, so that is that. I hope that this has helped you guys. I feel tremendously better after doing this. Let's go ahead and let's open it up. Let's open it up to Oracle cards. And maybe I'll pull some tarot cards too, depending on what the situation is. So let's go back and let's see. Danielle says, I am so tired of having my heart broken. Like, I can't take it anymore. I know. I hear you. I hear you. And you know what? You don't have to engage that energy if you don't want to. You don't. It's totally up to you. Serena says, my insides are like, give it time. Yep. Give it time. And you're welcome. Thank you, John. You're awesome too. Daniel, tired of being lied to? The only time I want to be lied to is when someone is throwing me a surprise party. That is funny, but I feel your pain. I understand. I totally, totally understand. Trisha, yes, thanks. I feel better. Stayed in bed for most of the day today. Good for you. Good for you. Molly, thank you for being here. Okay, John, let's do an oracle card for you. And then we'll pull tarot if we need like more info. So most important message for John, there it is. New love. So John, there may be new love coming your way. This could be in the form of a new person. This could be in the form of a new job or a new opportunity, something that's really going to reinvigorate you, something that's going to spark the love energy up into you. And like I talked about before, like some of us have to have like new experiences come into our life to kind of like revive us, like shock us back into life. So that way, you know, that person that we feel connected to, they can feel that energy too. And that's going to help to bring them up as well. So this is likely coming your way in any type of form. All right. So good luck to you. Kathy would like a personal, oh, I'm sorry, Alicia. Let's pull a tarot for you. One card for Alicia, please. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay, so you may have a tendency, Alicia, to get really stuck in your head. You might be overthinking things or playing things in your head that really aren't happening, or they may be fears that might be, you know, you might be like putting so much energy towards them that it's actually making things come into fruition, or things maybe aren't happening because you're really in your head about them. So just do your best to differentiate between what am I afraid of and what's really happening. You know, and when you do that, you'll find that a lot of the things that you're afraid of are things you think are happening. Separate yourself from everything and kind of get yourself back in alignment. So I hope that helps. And then Kathy with like a personal. So most important message for Kathy. Okay, Kathy, you just had the King of Pentacles fly out. Okay, so either you have worked yourself into a place of stability, or this is where you're going to. Okay, I feel like for you, it's very, very important to, if you have worked yourself into a place of stability, staying there and being happy in that and feeling that abundance and rewarding yourself for the hard work that you have done. If not, this is where you're going. This is where you're working yourself into. You're working yourself into complete stability. Okay, so I feel for you, Kathy, the focus is more on your physical world, more on your career, more on your finances. If you are in a good place career-wise, or you are in a good place financially, again, maybe diversifying, taking things to the next level, investing, okay? I feel like for you, that's where your like new love is going to be coming into, that everyone's kind of having, like kind of focusing on that sector of your life. There may be something very important for you there, a lesson that you need to learn there. So I hope that helped. Yeah, John, you had a jumper. Naeen, I hope I'm saying that right. I will pull a tarot card for you. Okay, so most important message for Naeen. Ace of Cups. Okay, so for you, there is going to be new emotional energy coming in. Again, either in the form from this person that we've been talking about. Either it's coming in from them, or this is some new situation coming in that you're going to have overwhelming feelings about. It's something that's going to fill you up, something that is, if you've been giving from an empty cup or you have felt drained, I feel like whatever's coming to you is going to help to fill that cup again, like we've talked about. There is new love coming for a lot of you as like a revival, something to get your energy back up, because for a lot of you, your energy is not where it needs to be for this connection, for this person. So specifically for Naeem, I feel like you do have a situation coming forth. So keep your heart open. Keep your heart open for whatever it is. It might not look like what you expected it to be. It might not come in the form that you imagined it, but it is something that's going to be very, very important for your development, for your overall well-being, and just for the situation altogether. So I hope that this helps. Okay, Kathy Castro, I pulled a card for you. I hope you got it. In my element. Let's pull one for you. So this is for in my element. What do they need to know? Three of Cups. Okay, so in my element, I feel like what this is saying for you, and then Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck, I feel like for you, you're opening your heart up wide. You're opening your heart up to so many different new things. You're just bringing more life, more connection in. This can be in the form of love, but with this card, I feel like it's in the form of friendship, family relationship. It could be love. I kind of feel more like a casual vibe with this. Okay, so keep your heart open to that. Just look for opportunities to connect. Look for opportunities to get out. Look for opportunities to be around new people, new energy. Okay, I feel like there's going to be something really good for you there. There might be a very important person that you encounter that you may not even realize how important that person is when you initially meet them. But I feel like they do contribute to, again, filling that cup up for you. Okay. So I don't feel this is going to be necessarily like a very serious person. I feel like it's kind of going to be someone like more of like on the friendship vibe. It may be a little romantic, but I feel like, yeah, like I said, just keep your eye open for a possibility with someone, okay? Someone new. I hope that helped. Okay, hold on. I just lost my place. Danielle said, I would love a personal reading. Hit me up, girl. I would love to do a personal reading for you. Tasha. Let's give Tasha an oracle card. Okay. Just had two cards come out. Okay, so for Tasha, you have released your ex and keep an open mind. Okay, so if you do have some type of like ex energy around you, and it may not be that you have like romantic feelings for your ex, but if there's any type of issue or anything that you're holding on to from a past relationship, it's a good time to look at that and release that. And it might be something unconscious. It might be something that you need to kind of meditate on and really think about. Like, are you carrying any tendencies or habits or fears from a past relationship? Is that holding you back? Is that energy around you? Are you carrying trust issues from a past relationship, for example? If not, this release your ex is saying release your expectations. Okay, so just kind of, and like this card here next, what it says is keep an open mind. Like, again, what new love or new experience may be coming in for you may not look the way that you want it to look. It may not come from the person that you think it's going to come from or in the source that you think it's going to come from, but just kind of keep your heart open. Again, big message for everyone. Just keep your heart open to whatever comes towards you, okay? Because there are a lot of lessons that are going to be learned through many different channels going forward. It's not just going to come from romantic love or from a particular person. Okay. So I hope that this helps. Serena. All right, let's pull a card for Serena. Okay, there's lots of jumpers tonight. True love. Okay, so the person that you are watching this video for, the person who you watch these videos for, it is true love. It is real. It's not something you're making up. It's not something that, is one-sided. It is on both sides, and it is worth, looking into it. It is worth pursuing. It is worth waiting for it, and it is worth the work that it takes to get to it. So keep your head up and stick with it. Okay? Short message there, but I think pretty good. Molly B. Or Maylene. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with names. This is for you. Okay, your cards, there's a lot of cards that want to come out here. Whoa. Okay, let's take that one. Okay, you got release your ex as well. So again, same message that I recently gave. If you are carrying around any past energy, and again, it may be very unconscious. You may have like gotten out of something and just been like, I'm done with that. I don't want that person. But you're still carrying their energy around, or they may still have like a thing with you or feelings for you too, and that's kind of being directed towards you. So just kind of take a second to analyze that, to kind of think about the energies around you. You may just kind of need to go through and just kind of clear that out, or cut cords, or just kind of keep yourself free. There might just be like energy. I feel like there's like energies around you. Okay. Again, if it doesn't have to do with anyone around you, if it's not an ex, it's just releasing your expectation. Okay. Just releasing any time expectations, or how, or, what this person's going to say and how they're going to say it and where it's going to happen. Just kind of keeping things very, very open, very, very much so open and receptive and submissive to what the universe has for you. Okay. So I hope that helped. Okay, Sonia. Papa de Explora. I love that. This is for you. The most important message. Two of Wands. Okay, so beautiful card. I love that. So this is about you focusing on the future. Looking at everything you have in front of you and the path in front of you, and just saying, like, what do I want to happen? I feel with this card, I feel like the Magician would be a really good pair for this. I feel like you have the ability to manifest whatever you want, whatever direction you see your life going in, whatever, you may be thinking about traveling. You may be thinking about planning, a big move somewhere. Like, start thinking about that. Like, really start looking into that and figure out like how that would all come about and how that would happen. There may be a place that you've always wanted to go to. Now is a good time to go there. If you can go there soon, that would be wonderful. Or if there's a place that you've wanted to move to, it might be a good time to visit and just kind of like be in the energy. Okay. I feel like there's a lot coming up for you is what I feel from this card. I feel like it's time to prepare. It's time to prepare. It's time to dream. It's really time to look ahead. Like, that's what I strongly feel. Like, I feel very excited with this card. And I just feel like there's a lot to come. So I hope that helps. And I'm very excited for you because that feels good. Okay, where am I at? Okay, these keep jumping around. If I miss anyone, please let me know because it keeps jumping. So I'm not sure. Tanja. Tanja. This one is for you. Most important message for Tanja. Four of Wands. So Tanja, I feel like you have a lot to celebrate, my dear. I feel like you have a lot to celebrate. If this has to do with a particular person, I feel like either you have come very far in this connection and you can be very proud of how far you've come. If you've had to persevere a lot, you can be very proud of what you've persevered and what you've learned. If you are in communication with this person, you guys are definitely working towards a partnership. Again, all the cards we talked about tonight. It may take time. There may be things that they need to do, things that you need to do, but you're definitely working towards a partnership and a union here. Either way, you can be very, very happy about where you're currently at. You're right where you need to be. Okay, you're right where you need to be. So if there's something that you feel you need to work on it. Okay, if there's something you really feel you need to do, just do it. I thought there's good things coming your way as well, and good things in partnership. Whether this is with the person who you are watching this video for, or in partnership with someone new. But I feel like partnership is like a big word for you. Okay, so yeah, just kind of sit with that, think about how that resonates, and I hope that this helps you. And congratulations and good luck to you. Okay, let's see where I'm at. Danielle. See, yeah, I'm sorry. I think I may have missed you. I wasn't sure. Thank you so much. All right, so most important message for Danielle. Okay. The Hierophant. Okay, so Danielle, I feel like for you, you're definitely being guided to do something. Like if you've been getting like intuition or insight about something, follow that. There may have been someone that's appeared in your life as well, someone who you see as wise or someone who you see can be a mentor or someone who you want mentorship from. Like definitely pursue that. Definitely pursue any type of guidance that you feel called to get. I feel like you're going to get what you need. You're going to hear what you need to hear. Link for you is the phrase that I'm getting in my head. Like they're going to take you from one place and they're just going to put something together for you. And that's going to be the thing that you need to tie everything all together. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling there. Is allow yourself to be guided. If you feel like you've tapped out on your own personal guidance or you're not sure if you can trust the guidance that you're giving yourself, let someone else come in and try to like put things together for you. It was like the image that I keep getting, like bring you full circle. Okay. So I hope that helped. You guys are all welcome. Lolo, here is a card for you. Okay, so I'm gonna go until for another 15 minutes, okay, just so you guys know. I like to keep these at 2 hours. So this is for Lolo. Stay optimistic about your love life. So you said in your comment that you want to know what he's thinking about you. I feel like you have a well between you. Not sure what you mean by that, what if that's positive or negative, but stay optimistic, okay? Whatever you're feeling, if it is more negative, just know that that's just kind of a part of this process, okay? I feel like this person is probably feeling the same exact thing that you're feeling as well. So the best thing that you can do right now is just focus on what you want to manifest, focus on what you need, and keeping your heart open to whatever comes, okay? Keeping yourself not so confined to one specific outcome, okay? And noting that if a different outcome happens than the one that you maybe want to happen, that that was intended, that it's not doesn't mean that the person that you're thinking about isn't the one for you, or they're not going to be the one for you in the long run. But I do feel like there's some type of different type of energy coming towards you. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's just to have faith. Just have faith in the process, have faith in where you're at, and just know that everything is happening for you, even when it doesn't feel like it. Okay? So I hope that that helped. Okay, Deb. This is a card for Deb. Most important message for Deb. Okay, so Deb, the Two of Cups just flipped out for you. So that was the how your person is feeling about the connection card. This also was the overall energy. So I feel like this applies to you very heavily. I feel like that spread, that personal spread that we just did, applies very, very, very closely to you. So I would go back and watch that. But I do feel that that energy that you're feeling with that person, okay, that person definitely feels that too. I feel that very strongly for you. I feel like for you, what's being given to me is to focus on getting yourself in position. Like, if there's anything that you need to work on or anything that you need to do to put yourself in a better position for love, is you're being asked to do it. You're being guided to do that. Um, like I hear your cup is filling. Okay, I don't know if that like resonates with you or means anything to you, but I feel like your cup is filling. Like, it might not be totally full, but I feel like it's getting full, maybe by the work that you're doing, maybe by the energy around you. Maybe it's very positive. Maybe you're doing things that you love, and that's really helping you. But I feel like you're definitely on track. Like, you're definitely where you need to be. Um, so yeah, I feel like keep doing what you're doing, and do any little tweaks you need to make. Go ahead and start making those tweaks now. And definitely go back and watch that personal guidance, but I feel like that is very very important for you. So I hope that this helps. Okay. So Danielle, I did your card. So I think next would be Anna. Let's pull a card for Anna. Okay, so Anna, Two of Wands flipped out for you immediately. So for you, it's saying to definitely start thinking about the direction that you want to go into. Okay, think about where you want your life to go. Okay, I feel like this is very important for you because the person who you need to encounter, if you need to encounter someone new, they're going to be on that same path that you're on. So if you feel very drawn to do something, or you feel like you need to go somewhere, follow that intuition. Okay, there may be someone there that you need to meet, someone who's very important to you. Okay, um, someone that's going to help you get to where you need to go. Okay, I don't really feel like a permanence in it, but I feel like there's someone very important that you're going to meet as you do what it is that you want to do. As you start to follow your heart, as you follow your intuition, you're going to meet someone along your path. It does feel romantic. It does feel romantic, but it doesn't feel permanent. Okay. So definitely, Anna, just whatever you feel like you need to do, wherever you might be having visions of, whatever you might be dreaming about, follow it. All right. So I hope that that helps. Okay. So I got a card for Sonia. Molly B, I got a card for you. Lolo, if you have any more questions, you can email me about a reading. Brandy, I'll pull a card for Brandy. All right, so most important message for Brandy. Nine of Cups. So Brandy, I feel like, and again, this was the lesson and challenge in the personal spread. So again, pay attention to that portion of that reading. I feel like for you, you either have accomplished something or you're on your way to accomplishing something that you need to accomplish. I feel like this is inner peace. I feel like this is something that you're doing on your own. I feel like you're learning how to be happy with the small things, or being happy with what you have is what I feel. I feel like this brings you more. I keep hearing the word gratitude. So maybe you do like gratitude exercises, or maybe you've been giving a lot of thanks and it's paying off. Maybe you're seeing your wishes come true. You're seeing things start to happen for you, or this is saying that having more gratitude is going to help you to bring the things into your life that you're wanting to manifest. Okay, but either way, I feel very positive from this card, and I feel like this card is like the beginning of something. I feel like once you learn how to sit in this energy, something very positive soon happens. And I feel like it's something that you've been wanting for a long time. Yeah. So gratitude is the big word that I feel here. Okay. So I hope that that has helped you. In my element, thank you so much for subscribing. If you guys are on here, if you could give this video a like, I would love it. All right, let's see. The chat keeps jumping around, so give me a moment to make sure that I'm getting a card for everyone. DJ Hopeful. I will pull a card for your love interest. Yes. Okay, that was very quick. You have Deception as your card. Okay, so this can be coming from your love interest. This can be coming from you, however it resonates. Okay, someone here is wearing a false mask. So someone is trying to put on a persona that maybe doesn't match their inside. This doesn't have to be in a negative way. Someone just may not be comfortable with who they are, or they may not be comfortable with the truth of their situation. They may try to make it seem better than it really is, or like I said, just kind of put on a persona of the person who they want to be, which may not match the person who they really are on the inside. Like we talked about in the spread, one person is definitely dealing with some self-worth issues. So, or like anxiety, or insecurity. So just be careful with this person. If it resonates with the other person, just be careful of how they try to get you to perceive them, or the things that they tell you, okay? Test things over time is what I'm hearing. Like, let things happen over time. See who they are over time. See if their story adds up is also what I'm hearing. See if their story adds up, or know their true intentions. Okay. So for you, I'm just feeling like just be careful. Just to ensure that you're not being taken advantage of, or that, you know, people are being real and truthful with you, okay, and not trying to get something out of you, or not using you for a benefit that you have. Yeah, that's what I'm getting there. I feel like if anyone is deceiving, it's not malicious. It's not malicious. They honestly may not even know that they're doing it. It might be their attempt to be liked. They may be someone who's a people pleaser, or someone who you like wants attention, so does what they need to do to get attention. So I just keep hearing like just be careful, be careful, be careful. All right. So I hope that this has helped. You are welcome, Sonia. Thank you so much. Serena, I'm so happy to hear that your emotions are balanced. Woohoo! You guys are angels. Danielle, I did get a card for you. Michelle Mitch, nice to see you. Thanks for joining me. Pam, yes, this card is going to be for Pam Morrison, and I'm going to be hopping off here in about 5 minutes or so, so I'm going to get through as many as I can. If I didn't get to you, I truly do apologize, and hop back on for my next live stream, and I will try and get you again. Okay, of course, as always, I am open for private readings if you guys are needing those. Okay. And I am getting the rest of the readings out shortly if your sign hasn't come out yet. So this is going to be for Pam. Most important message. Five of Swords. So there is some type of conflict here. I feel like this is internal conflict. Okay, something that there may be a value of yours or an expectation of yours that isn't being met, that you might be compromising for another person. I just keep hearing like, am I being true to myself? Am I doing what's best for myself? Have I overgiven to people who haven't given to me? And kind of evaluating those situations. Or where have people given up on me? Or where have I had to give up on others? That's what I feel. I feel like this is asking you to do a lot of introspection here, a lot of contemplation, a lot of thinking. I feel like there may have been a situation that you got the short end of the stick, and I feel like you're being asked to sit with that situation for a moment. Yeah, there might be things that you're putting attention into that don't require your attention, and you're being asked to recenter and to refocus. So I wish you the best, Pam, and I hope that this helped. Okay. All right, I'm going to pull one more card for Anne Louise Webster, and then I'm going to call it a night because it is late over here. And again, if I wasn't able to get to you for a card, I do truly apologize, and hop on next time, okay? Hop on next time. Or if you want to work with me, private readings, okay? Or my coaching group, Rising Community. If you're in the group, you get to talk to me unlimited. Okay, you have a private messenger that you can talk to me in whenever you have questions. You get modules every week that you get to work through as a self-coaching module. And then we do readings just like this every Saturday. So I'm trying to get to 20 members in my group. And when we do 20 members, we're going to do live Q&As just like this, pull cards. So if you're interested in that, check that out. That info is on my website, brirising.com. Or you can head directly to the site, which is patreon.com/Bri Rising, if that's something that you're interested in. Okay? All right, so this is the final card. This is going to be for Anne Louise Webster. Okay, most important message for Anne. Okay, Anne. Half of the deck just flew out for you, my dear. Let's pick these up. I'm going to take these three cards that landed right in front of me. You have the Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So I feel like you've accomplished something. I feel like you've come very far. You've learned a lot. You've grown a lot. And I feel like now you're sitting at a point where you're kind of like, okay, what's next for me? What's the best choice for me? Where do I need to go? With this Eight of Cups here, there is something that you need to turn your back on. I do feel that, you know, if there's a situation that hasn't brought you victory, one situation that you feel like you're not winning in, a situation that you don't feel good about, that's likely the cup that you're needing to turn your back on. And even if you're turning your back on something that's important to you, I feel like it may be temporary, but there may be something else that you need to focus your attention on. There may be higher priorities for you. Okay, so definitely kind of sit with that, analyze where you're at, look at all of your choices, and think about how your choices make you feel. And if you had to direct your energy onto one thing and grow one thing, what would that be? What would be the most important thing? And focus on that. All right, guys. So that is going to be it for the live stream. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. I just recently hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm like over that now, almost at 11. And I just want to say thank you guys so much. The only reason why I do this is for you guys. And, you know, I can't do this without you. So I just want to genuinely thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that the cards that I was able to pull for people, I hope that those resonated. I hope that the general message resonated with you. And again, if you guys want a private reading, this is an awesome time to do it. Okay, I am offering my 2019 readings where I go quarter by quarter throughout the year. So if you're interested in that and planning ahead for 2019, jump on that. I will release them by sign in a little bit of time. Those readings are like 2 hours each. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do those and make them a little shorter. But if you want your own personal reading, they are about like an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on what energy comes up for you. So check that out. Let me just jump into the chat. Yeah, I'm sorry. If I was not able to pull a card for you, I'm so sorry. It is so late over here. It is like 11 o'clock at night. So I am going to jump off. But again, next time, come back and I will try my best to get to you. All right. So I wish you guys the best. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I will see you guys in my next reading. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to go live for the Cancer full moon, but that may be the next time. If not, I will record a video for that. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you, Tanja. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Molly. Thank you so much. Thank you, Anne Louise. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good night.